Hi dear friends, how are you? Here we are with a new video, and this time a new design book review. I know that you look a lot to my design book reviews video, and I bought a new one, which is this one, In the Future. This is an incredible book made by three ex-Art Center students. It's done to explain and illustrate the new Entertainment Design Department at ArtCenter College of Design in Pasadena. The most important thing of this book, and we will go and dive into it together just in a few seconds, is that this book, in my opinion, does not have only all the theory and the tools and the images to explain how you sketch, how you have to draw, and how you can improve. But this book is an incredible source, an incredible book to explain to you how you can push to the limits your creativity. And that's why it's very important to have this book in your personal library, just as I did. So let's dive into it and let's start. So here we are. As you can see already from the cover, this is already an excellent illustration, an excellent cover that already inspires you, that really pushing you psychologically to go and read this book and check every single page. Of course, we cannot go through the whole book, but I selected few pages so that you get a glimpse, an idea, and you will be probably convinced to go and search for this book. Okay? So first of all, in the first page, there is this beautiful sketch that it looks very sketchy, but in reality, as you can see, it's explaining a little bit how I do on my theoretical drawing sketches, how this car sketch has been made, following which rule, drawing inside a box, perspective, and all those rules, okay? So, In the Future, by Scott Robertson, and the inaugural class of the Entertainment Design at ArtCenter College of Design. This is some years ago, it's not yesterday. So, but the most important thing, it's written here. Look, this book is dedicated to aspiring concept artists everywhere. I mean, if you think that you are doing a car design and you are much more attracted by entertainment design, this is the book for you. You have to go and buy it, because there is nothing bad. There is nothing bad if you go from car design or industrial design or graphic design or illustration design and you go into entertainment design. So here we have the table of contents, and when we read the table of contents, we understand already the importance of this book, the quality, what will be inside. Character, color theory, architecture, visual development, originality, which is very important, which is the last chapter. Now, before we start, Scott Robertson, his signature. This is a page that he wrote to introduce, the book. And then here we have also another teacher, Stephen Olds, okay, that is also participates to this book. And then we have also Neville page. Now, here we have a drawing, okay? It's beautiful, okay? Now, when you look at this, you already say, wow, how did he do that? This is lots of creativity, because the assignment here was, we have animals, okay? But turn the animal into a character with certain type of briefing. So this is, the exercise. This is one of the illustrations. And here you have two messages again from Scott and Neville. All right. So let's go to the color theory. Now, you know how important for me it's warm and cool light. How many times we have been talking about warm and cool lights, how important to understand how reality, real light, cast shadow, perspective, according to the day of daylight, whether it's in the morning, mid-time, in the afternoon, or at night, how all this affects our illustrations. Here you have a beautiful example, and that's what they are explaining here. And you can see here the application of warm and cool light. Okay, so this is cool light specifically because you can see here we are at night. You can see all this is very cool. We have lots of violet, which is a cold color, and then you have the warm only where there are the lights, because they are the light bulbs that they are warm. So that contrast, it shows you what's inside and what's outside. It's beautiful. And here is the same thing, but inversed, because here you have the daylight. During a sunny day, we don't have anymore the lights on, and you can see that the warm part is where you have the sun, okay, according to where the sun is, and then you have all the cast shadow, okay, of the building on the right that is projecting a very cold shadow light. And this is beautiful, this is really gives lots of depth. Then besides, there is also the perspective that is really working really well. This 1-point perspective, typical seed mid perspective, to make the image and the illustration very, very dramatic, okay? So this is a very good example. You can see drawings, freehand drawings, okay? And then there is also digital art. And then we have also this other chapter, visual development, and here you can see this beautiful illustration, which is exactly the consequence of all design research to reach to this level. Then we have characters, more perspective, fantastic scenarios where they bring some architectural from the past and they mix it with the modern contemporary architecture. Here you have the storyboard sketching, the blocking, the shapes, the main shapes, and then adding the details. So when you look at this, you can imagine all the content that we have here. Okay. And then the last page I would like to show you, it's all the beautiful books that there are from this company that makes Design Studio Press. Okay, I go a little bit closer. Some of those are from Scott Robertson, some others from other artists and professionals. Okay, I have a couple of those. So this is my third one. And I suggest you to go and search for Design Studio Press website. I encourage you to go and check it out. And remember, to have good design books in your private library, it's an incredible source of culture, information, history, design history. It makes you a richer person because we learn a lot from others, especially from the good ones. Thank you very much. Put your like. If you are not yet a subscriber of this YouTube channel, please do, okay? Press the button, and if you think that I deserve a little thanks button with for a coffee, just click that button and offer me a coffee. Thank you very much. Ciao.